these game trails are indistinguishable between those and the dirt bike trail. I get confused a lot when I'm looking on Google Maps too, because there are so many game trails all over the place. No matter where you look, you zoom right in and you'll see game trails all over. So you really have to be mindful of that when you're looking for new trails. Otherwise you could show up to a game trail, which the tree hugger crowd does not like, because animals have the right to make a trail, but it's evil when a human does it. How's it going, guys? I'm here at the peak of Cuddy Mountain. November 6th. Welcome to some fall riding in Idaho. Just out for a rip, eh? Alright, well, the snow is deep and I'm going downhill now, which is just as tough as going uphill. There are some sections where I'm definitely gonna have to keep my momentum. Beautiful sight. Interesting. These roads go all over the place. Duke's Creek. This is all off camber. Like I said, if I go off the side of the mountain here, I am SOL. Yeah, if I went down there, I'd be donezo. My bike would probably cartwheel all the way down to the bottom. Somebody would have to come back with a helicopter to get my bike. Sometimes with the snow like it is, when it's off camber, it's hard to tell exactly how off camber it is. You really have to be careful. That was definitely an awesome feeling to get to the peak. Honestly, I didn't know if I'd make it. The snow was pretty deep. I wasn't even biting all the way through the snow. So my tire was literally just riding on top of the snow without even touching the dirt underneath. And when it comes to snow, once you start getting stuck, it's hard to press on, really. It's hard to get any further once you get stuck in snow. Going downhill is sketchy. It's hard to stop. A lot of the time I'm full walk on the rear and just easing on that front brake so I don't face plant. I like to warm my hands up on the expansion chamber, especially since it has a cover over it. It's usually not too hot. It's hard to tell if it's too hot right now because I can't feel my hands, but it feels pretty good. I need to at least gain feeling back into my hands. Here we go. I go on some sketchy rides. The bike just goes without my permission. I'm gonna go for a joyride down the mountain here in a second. Oh crap. I'll be sliding down the mountain. I'll just be riding my bike like a sled. It'll be on its side. I would never remove my goggles if there were riders in front of me, but In this case, it's pretty safe other than branches and stuff like that getting me in the eyes. My pegs are covered in ice. Can't even stand on my pegs right now. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh God. Oh, this is all snow-covered rock with some dirt in between. Well, Cambridge is really pretty, especially with all this snow. This is really pretty. Alright, this is alright. This isn't much snow. And I fall over. Sledding in the Idaho backcountry. I kind of wonder why the dirt bike brands don't make snowmobiles, to be honest. It's kind of a weird thing. Like Polaris and stuff like that, they don't make dirt bikes, but they make everything else. So I've never ridden a Polaris. Actually, I heard they used to really suck, but I don't know about anymore. But all I know is they don't make motorcycles, so I don't know who Polaris is, but she sounds hot. I can't feel my fingers. Can't feel my fingers. Guys, this has been like one of my more sketchy rides. I mean, I know you can't tell on the video, but off the side of that mountain, it was pretty straight down, and I was riding on a snow-covered trail right next to it. It was getting pretty sketchy. If my bike goes, I go. I've always gone down with the ship when it comes to my bike. I mean, I hit eject when I need to, but if there's any chance I can save my bike, I'll stay on for the ride, which has been the source of some of my more serious injuries because I stayed on the bike attempting to save it, and it went some bad places. My foot peg is totally covered in ice. My peg is like a mound of ice right now. I can still squeeze in and stay on the bike, but it's not as easy if you don't have a foot peg. It's kind of funny because honestly this would be easier on a little bike, but the benefit you get from a big powerful bike like this is exactly that. It's the power, horsepower, and suspension for going really fast. But if you want to just get through this stuff, honestly something really small would be beneficial. You know, like a little TT250 or XT or TW200, that's what it is. XT225, TW200, XR200s. I guess they're CRF 200s now, or 230s, whatever they have now. I couldn't even tell just then if my thumb was on the starter. I can't feel my thumb. That's gonna hurt when it comes back, when it thaws out. There is a huge difference in temperature between down here and up at the top. That's a massive elevation change. Oh, my hand's coming back. Oh, that's painful. Now they just feel like somebody's smashing them in a vise. This one has the spikes poking out, which is good. The one on the right was completely covered. It might not be now, but look at all that snow stuck in there. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this ride, and I'll see you on the next one.
Look for me on the